welcome to Voices on Second, podcast 5.
Yeah.
5. I am Kathy.
I'm Jessie.
I'm Kristina.
And we are coming together today to talk to Kristina. She's our neighbor. She's our neighbor.
Our neighbor.
Yes.
We love you being our neighbor.
She's just like, I met her because we were going out, I was going out looking for businesses to bring together for our our Safety on Second meeting. Mm-hmm. And I went in and talked to her, met her, and she was so lovely, like instant besties.
She and kept talking about, you're like, you have to meet my new bestie. I was like, hold the phone.
I was like, no, okay. Seriously, this girl is like going to be like instant.
So many good things. And then we got together and it was just like, duh.
It was like we always knew each other.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we finally made it happen. We actually did come to your salon a couple times at the end of work. We're like, maybe she'll be there. We tried to run over there and you were already close. We're like, dang it.
Yeah.
Let's just surprise her. She loves those things.
Yeah.
She loves surprises.
Yeah. Lots of them.
One of the things that totally struck me, because at the Safety on Second meeting, your husband came.
My husband came because I was working.
Yeah. So, but I did kind of represent your story. Mm-hmm. But I also, when you told me the story in person, it really struck a nerve with me. I just was like, it was, I don't know, it was just really... so personal and impacting. And I also was just immediately like, when we start a podcast, I want to interview her, because you have some really intense personal stories about things that are happening on the street, and you have so many encounters of like firsthand
scary stuff.
Yeah, that's happening that you encounter. Yeah. And as a fellow female business owner that is running a business on her own out here, I feel like your stories need to be told, and you need to have a voice out here as well, and you need to have a platform to speak on. So I would love for you to tell some of your stories. Thanks. But let's first say tell us about your business, how long you've been in business, how long you've been out here, and then we'd love to hear some of the stories.
Yeah, so I own 9 Intuitive Salon. I've been in business for almost 7 years. I was on the South Hill for over 6. I'm also been called into the Walk of the Shaman. Okay. And I was brought down here through spirit for some reason to offer healing to this area. I'm still working through that. But my salon offers one-on-one experience with my clients, and they come not only for their personal beauty needs. I do the hair, the color, all the stuff. But each session is kind of therapy, because I try to approach things through body, mind, and spirit. So sometimes we laugh, sometimes we don't.
You totally have that chair too with the hole in it. Do you do massage?
I do facial waxing and then I'll be starting facials.
Oh, cool.
Shortly. Yeah.
We were sitting there analyzing it, and
I was like, I bet it's a wax. She's like, maybe she does massages. I said, it's a wax.
Yeah.
I was right.
Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes it's used for shamanic healing sessions.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just depends on what spirit calls.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So you've been down here for 7 years?
No. I've been down here in this location since May.
Oh, since May.
Yeah.
Okay.
I started in May. Yeah.
She was in South Hill before.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. That's good.
So what brought you down to this location?
It's funny because I wanted to leave where I was. I felt like my time there was done, and I was searching high and low for somewhere on the South Hill, because all my clients have been there since 2014.
Huh.
And I couldn't find anything that I could run on my own. And I didn't want to lean on anybody employee-wise to make sure that the business succeeded. So I almost gave up. And then I was called to look one last time on the realtor stuff. And all of a sudden there was this location.
And it's right next to the bridge.
It's actually the bridge of the railroad is my wall.
Right.
Yeah. So I went down and I instantly knew it was mine. It was for me.
It is such a cozy, it's a perfect space. It's so cute.
You literally go into her shop and it's like a rainforesty, like nature.
Zen. Very zen.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's like,
You don't even know you're downtown.
You don't. You walk
Yeah.
in and it's like you're stepping through a portal from chaos into peace. It's such a great little location. And
Narnia.
on the inside, Narnia. Yes. You should have a wardrobe as your door.
I've actually been looking for a wardrobe to put into my studio. Yeah.
Stop it.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
They could like go from like the front area and be like, go through the wardrobe hole.
Right.
She makes
Yeah.
it sound creepy. It's not a creepy wardrobe hole.
You guys supply the
door.
jackets.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
But it's funny because even though it's calm on the inside, the outside, there's a lot of energy moving and shifting.
Yeah.
A lot of things that we know the reputation of this area, and so I want to tread this very softly. There are things occurring that we see concentrated down here, but I want to make sure everybody knows it's all over Spokane. Okay, in the valley, it's all over.
Yep.
Homelessness and drug use, all of that stuff has always existed as long as there's been people.
Absolutely.
Okay, right now it's concentrated here. A large reason in this area is because this is where the resources are. Okay.
Yep.
So some people want to be helped and some don't.
Yep.
And just because they are here and we see them does not mean they're bad.
Correct.
Okay, I want to make that clear. But there are some who, from a shamanic point of view, have things going on that you don't want to involve yourself in.
Yep.
Okay? And I have encountered a few of these people.
Yep.
Which will lead me into the story of the person who was, I thought, dead in the alley.
Yep.
So I believe you treat everybody with kindness regardless of who they are. Yeah.
Yep.
If you have water, offer water. If you have a kind word, a smile, you offer it. Okay? There was a day where I was leaving work and I got into my Jeep behind my salon and I looked down the alleyway, which is technically a street, I've been told.
Okay.
It's a street. And there was a body laying there.
And what do you guys call that alleyway, streetway?
Well, the neighborhood has referred to it as Poop Alley. Because that is exactly what happens in that alleyway.
Yeah.
Human?
Yes. Yeah. So I saw a body and it was distorted laying on the ground. And I got out of my Jeep and I slowly walked over. And at this time, I'm wearing a sundress, sandals. I'm just trying to feel pretty.
And is this at night?
No, it was during the day.
Oh, okay.
It was in the evening. And I ended up calling 911. And the dispatcher wanted me to go up and check if they were breathing. And I did not feel safe doing that. One is Poop Alley, my humanness.
Yes.
But two, I wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah.
At all.
By yourself.
I'm by myself.
Yeah.
And so I was blessed that a woman came walking up. She was unhoused. Mm-hmm. And she could see I was distressed. Mm-hmm. And she started to offer her assistance with him, trying to wake him up and stuff. And I'm still staying a ways away. Mm-hmm. And the person on the phone is telling me to get up close, touch him, all these things. Well, you don't know what could happen. They could wake up. I just didn't feel safe.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So they're sending paramedics and the fire truck. And he's not breathing. He's not moving. He's not nothing. And all of a sudden, people started to come out of the woodwork and come into the alleyway.
So they had been hiding there?
No, I don't know if they had been, like, people down here are very aware of what's happening. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if they were watching from other locations or whatnot, but there were unhoused people that just started to swarm the area. And the fire truck shows up. I'm very distraught at this point, and he suddenly wakes up, and he got up and started to walk off, and he looks at me and he's like, "Why did you do this?" And I just was like, "You were dead."
Yeah.
You were, he was bent.
Did somebody Narcan him or anything?
No, I don't think it got, no. He must have heard the fire trucks, or she Narcaned him and I didn't know, the other unhoused woman. And it was weird because the firemen didn't come out of their truck. And then I'm standing there just like, what's happening?
Yeah.
So the person on the phone was telling you to go up to this individual.
Yeah, lay him flat.
Figure it out. But the people in the fire truck wouldn't even get out because of...
Right. Eventually they saw I was pretty distraught, so 2 people got out of the fire truck. And he just wandered off, the person who was dead. And
from breathing to not.
Yes, and I'm
Could he
on
have been faking?
Oh no, he was bent backwards in half, on the ground.
Oh, God.
With
That's why I'm wondering if she Narcaned him and you didn't see it or something.
Yeah, something happened, but I'm on the phone, crying.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very like I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
My humanness is coming out.
Yeah.
Energetically, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And I walk up to the fire truck, and the operator hangs up with me. And he's like, "Don't go near people you find laying on the ground." And I said, "But they said to go touch him." And she was like, he was like, "Don't do that, because if they suddenly wake up, they can start swinging."
Yeah.
And really hurt you.
If they're unaware of their surroundings, they feel threatened, so.
And he said they get angry when they get Narcaned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't want the high to leave.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's not the first time we've heard that.
Yeah. So I just looked at him and I said, "I'm going to go home and take a shower," because I did have to go into Poop Alley.
Yeah.
I'm also autistic, so this is a lot.
This is a lot.
This is a lot
for anyone.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So I went home. My husband met me at the door. I took my shoes off. He bleached them.
Oh, good man.
I was in the shower, and I cried for 2 days because I went into Poop Alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't just go into Poop Alley. You saw someone who, in all intents and purposes,
Right.
looks dead.
Right.
And
I would do it again. I would do it again.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
That's a scary, traumatic situation.
Yeah.
And then the fact that the 911 operator was not trained to tell you the correct protocols.
Right. A lot of misinformation going around.
Correct.
And my instinct was, I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
I want to help him. I'm calling the people who I know who can help him. I myself do not feel qualified to help him.
No. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is terrifying.
Yeah. And all of this is happening while I'm trying to create a safe place for healing.
Yeah.
Because people here where you're located, they don't want to come down to this area. I can't blame them, but I also know that safety is wherever we are. If you present yourself weak and vulnerable, that energy follows you.
Correct.
If you present yourself sturdy in your own self, things that want to hurt you are less likely to do so because they like the easy way. They don't want the fight.
Right.
So I remain in my strong self when I'm outside of my salon.
Yeah.
When I'm inside my salon, it's
a safe place.
It's protected. It's safe. Everybody's safe. And I haven't had issues in the salon.
Correct.
Yeah.
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 So that was when she had told me that story. It was just like disbelieving that someone could tell you to go into a dangerous situation. And then like a week later, I had two of my kids with me while I was working, and we walked out to the car, and there was someone who was OD'd, hunched over in front of my car. Our coworker was with us, and he had a chain, and he had cuts and all of these things that looked like he had been in a fight. And so we had to back off. We obviously called 911. They said, well, we need you to go check to see if they're breathing. And I said, I have 2 children with me, and he has a weapon. He has a big chain, and he is clutching it. Can't tell if he's breathing. So, you know, we clapped. We tried to stay away, you know, and he moved a little bit, but he was still, you know. So we knew he wasn't dead. But now my son asks me if there's any more dead people at my work.
Yeah.
And I said he wasn't dead, buddy. Like he you know, he did drugs or I don't know what, you know, I don't know his story, but it was the same thing. Well, we need you to go see if he's breathing. Literally no. I mean, had I not had my kids, you know, I stayed there and I clapped and I made sure he was awake, but I'm not going to go touch him.
Yeah.
Especially when he has a visible weapon in his hand.
Right.
And there's and you know, I'm a hugger. I hug anybody who needs a hug, including homeless people, and I have. But putting yourself in a dangerous situation should not be what is conveyed to you over the phone.
No, there needs to be some training there. And I understand that the job that the operators have are very difficult, and it's hard for them to have a full sense of the situation.
Right.
And I think that's when we who encounter situations like this have to trust ourselves. It's a very, very tricky situation because although on the hand of this experience, I've also had unhoused people who they're just sitting on the sidewalk and stuff outside of the building I'm in, and I offer them water, and instead of being like yelling at them for being there, because I know a few business owners who have done that. I just, hey, I have clients coming in 10 minutes. Do you mind if you move on, just so everybody is comfortable? And there's a moment that you see in their eyes where they're like, I'm a human being. And she just treated me like I'm human. When so many jump to the extreme other, to treat them like they're parasites, they're other things. These are human beings. These are our brothers and sisters who are experiencing such hardships that we probably could not even comprehend a fraction of their life. And it's not just what they're experiencing on the street, it's a collective of their whole life. They've experienced abuse, neglect, a failed system, job loss, health system failure. I don't blame them for sometimes being angry. And I don't blame them for sometimes wanting to escape their lives through drugs and alcohol. All I want people to know is treat people with kindness. Don't come into areas where these people live. This is their home. Like it or not, these streets are their home. Don't come harassing them. You know, I've seen videos of people driving under the bridge, blaring their horns and stuff. For what reason?
Yeah, that's going to make them want to...
If we treat them poorly, we're going to get treated poorly. It's all in how we
approach it.
Exactly. And to always understand each and every single one of us is just a few decisions away from the same life. None of us are guaranteed chairs, comfort, bed, all of that stuff. There can be something that arises in our lives that completely devastates us, and we're where they are.
Yeah, there was a resounding storyline of when we've talked to different homeless people, that it started with tragedy. Someone died, someone lost their home. I mean, it go on and on. And it always seemed to start with that, and then they just lost who they were. They lost their ability to cope in healthy ways. And you realize that they didn't start off that way. Very few people start off homeless. There's systems in place to help that. Doesn't always work. But I mean, and I shouldn't say not everybody. You absolutely could start off that way. But I think to realize that they, think of them as when they were a little kid, they had families. A lot of them could have had very broken homes and probably did. A lot of people have told us that. But I think where it gets hard is, we called her our regular. We haven't seen her in a long time. And we've both wondered where she's been, because she used to sleep under the other side, our closed side. And we've both had lots of different conversations with her. We've also had to pull her out of the street because she was on whatever new drug was out, and she was trying to pick up stuff from the middle of the road and almost got hit by a car. And we don't know what happened to her. We haven't seen her in months. But then there are situations where you do have to lock the door.
Absolutely.
And you do have to know, no, this is not let's give them water. It's a call the police, because they're not only being a danger to everybody around them, they're being a danger to themselves. And it is hard when you have to do that over and over again, when you have to clean up feces from your front door, and when you have to clean up needles, to lose the perspective of what you were saying.
Right.
Because I do get angry. You know, I get frustrated. Because it is frustrating.
Yeah.
Because we are losing business. We are losing business downtown. We're losing the community that could be down here because of those dangerous choices.
Right.
But what I'm saying is your perspective is very healthy and a good reminder that.
But so is yours.
Right.
But so is yours. So anger is a very healthy, normal emotion. It says that there's something wrong occurring. It's to be listened to. Yes, there is a very imbalanced state going on in our area. Businesses are suffering the consequence, and the people who own these businesses, like myself, like you, we're just trying to do our best. And it's already hard economically, socially, politically, everything to run a business. But then you add in the unhoused situation, the drug use, the
crime, robbery,
poopy stuff, you know. I'm right there with you. And there are times where you must call for help. You must. Being kind does not mean you're huggy.
Well, I'm huggy.
It's just an aspect of it.
But I know, I mean,
being kind is saying
a time and a place for
it. So I don't know the type of language I can use, but I'm going to use what is real. Sometimes you have to say fuck off.
Yes.
That is healthy too. That is a healthy boundary.
Yeah.
The problem happens, from my perspective, our downtown community is suffering. And instead of approaching it, let me give you this analogy. When there's a cancer or an illness, disease, do you run from it or do you bring in helping hands and find a cure? What we're seeing is a cancer of the people, okay? It's concentrated here. And instead of bringing medicine to this area, people are abandoning it.
Or enabling it.
Right. And so then the cancer grows. And it grows and it grows. Its presence. It's the people on the street, the owners showing up outside, sweeping sidewalks. It's pure presence that is the medicine, not abandonment. And through presence as a collective, the danger goes down. And we've seen this in different parts of Spokane. There was a time when the Perry District was dying. The community decided to step up and come in and show presence. Kendall Yards, that was a very, very dangerous place. The community came forward and said, we're going to show presence. Okay?
Yeah.
It's the same for down here. It's the same.
And I think what's hard too is that, like you were saying, it was in Perry District and then in Kendall Yards, and then it was also under the bridge, and then they put the rocks there. And there's always this shift of where these people are choosing to live and stay. And presence is important. That's what part of why we're doing this is to get business back into Spokane and get that community again. But there also needs to be a solution of not just moving these groups from one place
right
to another.
right
And I don't know what that is.
I also don't think it's just the cancer of drugs. I also think there's money cancer.
Yeah.
I think there is mental health cancer going through. I think there is, there's not, it's almost like there's not a want
so
for.
multifaceted.
There's a want for Band-Aids.
Yes.
Not a want for the roots.
Right, and that's because money is to be made for certain individuals for constantly putting Band-Aids on.
Yeah, like they're making more money
We
off of the
literally
Band-Aids.
just talked
Right.
about that in our last podcast, was someone is making money from this situation.
Yes, and they always have.
They always have.
Humanity will never be able to stop homelessness. And that's just a fact we need to come to terms with. We will never be able to eradicate addiction.
I heard this thing about Hawaii loaded all its homeless onto a plane and flew them to Seattle. So they had no homeless people anymore.
Yeah, I don't
Can you
know if
imagine
that's
that?
true.
Well, we are a guardian state, so
Yeah.
so it actually
Could you imagine
you will see buses stop by the bus station, and homeless people will come out in droves. We've talked to several. I mean, we've before this podcast, both Kathy and I have talked to. Every time we ask people to move, we ask them their story. Just about every time.
Yeah.
And the alarming number of people who their bases are not in Spokane or Washington at all.
Yeah.
They're moved here because we are a guardian state, because they think that there are resources that, I don't know, don't exist or they're not enough of. And so states will literally, because they know that we are, will just bus them here, fly them here.
Yeah. That's really unfortunate. Yeah. And I don't know how to help that.
I don't either.
All I know is what I can do for the people I encounter on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
And all I can do is talk to the people who want to come down and are afraid. And all I can do is be a presence.
Yeah.
I have no cure, because no one person can cure this.
No.
It's things like this, bringing awareness. This is why I agreed to come, because you're bringing awareness.
Right.
But I want to assure you, it's okay to be angry.
Thank you. I know, but it's still, but it's, I kind of do this thing every year where I it's like the word of the year for me. And so, I'm not a super angry person, and then I became a foster parent, and I dealt with anger for the first time, really, like deep hatred, anger for the first time in my life, and I had to deal with that. I had to face that, and okay, what does this look like? Because I don't normally deal with this level of anger. And so, like that year was anger, and one of the big ones that has just been kind of coming back over and over is perspective. And that there is always a different perspective. There's always perspective to be had. And it is important to find perspective, because I'm almost 40 years old, and what I thought as a 15-year-old is very different than what I thought about when I was 20, and so on. And you evolve and you grow. And having perspective from somebody else is what I have found to be one of the most important things as a human. And so a lot of the times I'm trying to learn to stop and ask myself or the situation to have perspective. Because I know sometimes in that moment or that year or whatever, I can't or don't have the perspective that I might have had living through something or somebody else living through it. So yeah, I am angry at what it's like, but I'm not just angry at the homeless people either. I'm angry at the whole thing.
Yeah. And that's great.
So where do I place that anger? And that's what I had to
Right.
learn during the year of anger is how do you change that? How do you take what you're angry about, then add your perspective, then do something about it in a healthy way. That's why we're doing this podcast.
Yeah, and this is a great outlet for that.
Yeah.
And everybody's way that they're going to learn how to live with their anger is going to be different.
Right.
And it's a lifelong walk.
Well, we could talk about this for literally hours. We know that because we will, and we'll talk again because I know you have the story you told us last week. It's really, truly unbelievable, but I wish we had more time.
I do want to ask you, how have you moving your business down here, has it affected your clientele?
Yes.
Income?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you struggling, or if that's too personal, you don't have to answer.
So I did lose some clientele.
Okay.
But last year I had the best year of my career.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just know that I'm supposed to be here.
Your studio, I cannot speak
You need
highly
to go to
enough.
That's just really good.
So,
I was a
it's
beautician
so-
for 19 years. I can say I
Yeah.
will go get my hair cut.
And you are welcome.
Because I was sitting there watching you do the other ladies, and I was like,
I just hope that what is taken away from this is just to remember presence, compassion for ourselves, compassion for others. We are going to encounter really whacked up stories.
yeah.
Don't let that harden you.
Yeah. And also just to be afraid of spaces, because I also think, like, I mean, be aware of your surroundings. If you're going to go to those spaces, you go during the day. Like, you're not going to, you drive up, okay, so you wait a second. You can call the business and say, hey, you know what, I'm nervous to go in. Can you? I mean, it's not like...
We have pepper spray. We walked around, and we actually didn't feel mostly threatened by any of the walk we took the other day, but I still have pepper spray in my pocket.
Most of the time I can say they're more afraid of you than you are of them.
Yeah, and also, like, I come to work and people are like, oh, wow, this looks like a dangerous place. It's really not. Like, I mean, in a lot of ways, yeah, it's
there
all
are
your
dangerous situations, but
it's also your perception and your judgment of people. You know, you see the dirt on someone, you see them tweaking out or whatever is happening, and it's something different in your head, and it's your judgment of others, you know, and it's different. So, you know, the situation you were in, like in Poop Alley, if you look at it from afar away, you know, you chose to walk over there and check on him. You could have driven straight away and avoided the whole thing. Just like somebody coming to your business, they could avoid all of that if they would choose to. I just feel like, you know, at least for our customers, we've never had a customer have any damage to their cars, any damage to their person. You know, they come and for us, we're looking out the window. We know, you know, oh, hey, that's a customer coming in. We're looking out for them and making sure things are, you
my
know,
husband actually got his suit here for my son's wedding.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
fun.
4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
That's so cool. How many kids do you have?
Two.
Two. Boys, girls?
Boy and girl.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, this is a safe place. It's a beautiful place. You have a beautiful business.
There are definitely things that happen. Her car has been damaged and things like that, but I think for the most part, like you said, they're more afraid of you than...
And here's the other thing that I want to say, coming from the South Hill, I felt more... I experienced more up there. We had the same people on drugs. We called the fire trucks right on 29th.
It was just a shooting up there.
We had people running up and down the halls. We had teenagers causing havoc out front. It's everywhere.
It is.
I was up Division and Francis, and we had our customers' cars were broken into multiple times. I can list 5 at least times that the cars were broken into.
Yeah.
And I can literally tell you not one of my customers have had their cars broken into here.
Yeah.
And
other people
we
have,
also
but
have,
still,
and I also chased a perp running down the street with our merchandise, just stealing stuff.
on Division.
Yes.
Not here, right?
And so I'm like, okay, so I can literally say all those things, and here we haven't had that. So, so it's like, okay, so you see more people on the street doing drugs. That it's not okay, but you're like, but it's still there. Like,
Yeah,
it's
and the
still
thing
also
is
there.
in other areas, I have an interesting life, so I have this perspective. Other areas, you don't see it because it's behind closed doors.
Right. So do you want it hidden and it's still happening? Or, and you're actually still getting violated in
There
a
are
way?
horrible things that happen behind closed doors.
Yeah. Or
In nice neighborhoods with nice people. It is what resides in the person, not the dirt on the person.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have really interesting perspective with that because I grew up in the inner city of Chicago in a very dangerous neighborhood. There were gang fights in my backyard regularly. There was a kid who was killed when I was 7, 3 doors down from me by his brother's gang. Like, I grew up in a horrible neighborhood. I was always safe because I have great parents. So even though I grew up in that, I always had this level of safety, knowing, who my dad was and that he would always protect us. And then I moved to Wheaton, which is a suburb of Chicago, and they have more churches per square mile than anywhere. And I will tell you that I have been in third world countries, and the culture shock from Chicago to Wheaton was more so than going on mission trips to a third world country. And it was because of the money that was there. And you are right, it can be the nicest neighborhood in wherever, and it might not be as visual as the streets of Chicago I grew up on or the things that happen out here, but it's there too.
Right.
And it's just, we don't talk about it. We just shove it under the rug.
Right. Right. And darkness doesn't like light.
Nope.
And so you guys are bringing light to some dark things, which brings healing. Yeah.
Well, just like you are called to, we feel called by the Lord to do it. That's just what, we've prayed about it, and both of us feel that way too.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to see more of that.
Yeah.
We're going to see that this area is not lost forever.
No.
A friend of mine keeps saying, just get ready for the revival of Spokane.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a shift occurring. There's more healers coming. There are people grounded in their spirituality, and not the type that says you're wrong, I'm right, and this is it. It's let's all use our love language to help this community.
Yeah. Well,
And
we're doing it.
yeah.
3 of us are doing it.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And so I just want to encourage you guys to keep doing this. Keep talking your story, keep sharing, keep meeting people, because it does bring change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it also takes people like you who will come alongside us and share your story and your vulnerability and to go out and be that healing person as well. So
Oh yeah,
I
being autistic, I have a hard time leaving my salon, just in general.
Yeah.
And so I've been sharing my little outings on different platforms on walking downtown, and it's been a lot because the sound of the cars and the
Yeah.
noises.
But you did it.
I did it.
You did the
so
interview.
proud of you.
I even walked here twice.
Yes, I know. We found out you came here and we weren't here, and we're like, no.
I was so razzled just walking a block
When
away.
my daughter
that-
texted me that, I was like, I missed it.
Yeah, I by the time I got here, I was like, I don't know their names. I'm here to say hi.
Well, that's how sometimes I'm like, I don't even know my middle name at this point. But I sell Texas. So.
But if I can do it, more can do it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So my next adventure, my clients have decided I need to go to Revival Tea.
Okay.
It's only a few blocks away.
Why don't we all walk and do it?
Yeah, that would
walk
be
with you.
great because I was like, well, where's the door? And do I go up? Do I go down? And will people look at me? This is all autism talking. And they're like, you can do this. And I'm like,
can.
we're
Going to go.
try.
Revival Tea, here we come.
Yes.
And maybe we'll get them on our podcast.
Right. That would be great.
Oh, well,
There we go.
well, this isn't over. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, our friendship will continue, but we really appreciate you being on our podcast and just speaking truth and perspective. And
Thanks for
thank you
inviting
for sharing
me.
and being vulnerable. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
we love ya.
And just
You're awesome.
keep going.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
100%.
Even when we haven't been caffeinated.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that was
Okay.
episode 5?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know my middle name.
555.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate
Subscribe.
it. And thanks for being on our